What does this strange symbol, greater than in bash mean? I found something in a script, but not belonging to the main script. There was colon and GT in a line. Could you explain to me what it means?
There was and GT in a line of a bash script. What does it mean? It is a shortcut way of saying, if file does not exist, then create it, else truncate it to 0 bytes. This means you can be sure that file exists and it is empty. You can also use and GT file, but column and GT file is more portable. See the Stack Overflow question, what is the purpose of the : new bash built-in? For more information.
It looks like a fancy way of creating a new file. In bash, column is a null command. And GT redirects output of column to a file.
Column is another name for true. Both are shell built-ins in bash, but there's no /bin/column, only a /bin/true. Output redirection causes the shell to open to the file with o_create vertical bar o_trunc. If nothing is written, it stays at 0 length. Putting those two pieces together, column and GT file is a fairly common idiom for truncating files. Most people would try to make it less weird looking by writing column and GT file, though. Since you asked in a comment about the second line, I'll turn my comments into an answer. Even though you didn't ask this in your question. The second line is a loop that reads lines from other file into some named variables. The loop body uses echo to print them with separators instead of whatever whitespace they had before. File is closed and reopened, for append, each iteration, because the redirect is inside the loop. Using while ... do read or ... done and lt, other file and GT file, would suck less, and avoid the need to truncate file first. Read r doesn't eat, as an escape character. Text processing in bash is quite slow. Part of that is unavoidable, read has to go 1 byte at a time, 1 read-to system call per byte, to avoid overshooting the end of a line. It would be better to use the right tool for the job. Means your script doesn't break if other file is named something silly like version. Setting the output field separator to means you can just pass multiple fields as args to print. Shell reassigns the whole rest of the line with whitespace to the last variable, but there's no way to tell awk to only split into 5. If that's important, maybe just keep using a bash loop, because it's inconvenient in awk. Perl makes this easy, since its split can take a max fields arg, but it's a lot slower to start up than awk. Actually, it turned out to be not that hard, just an ugly regex to write. To get rest of the line instead of $5 in awk, looping over fields still loses their original whitespace. My first viable idea is to use ginsub on $0, the whole line, to remove the first 4 fields, i.e. non-space followed by space, leaving everything else. I got it right on the first try, but the fact that I was impressed with myself for that says something about the readability of that awk code. And GT and LT. Note how it's the same print as before, but with tail in place of $5. This would be more impressive if I could copy/paste the literal and show that it came through in the output. Type 1 in bash with Q. Control Q means quote the next keypress as a literal character, since Bash's Emacs style line editing is the same as actual Emacs for this. This URL has some useful stuff about scripting in ways that won't break no matter what data or file names you throw at the script.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.